Hi, this is Jack Daly, and the message today is about communication, the words we use when we're doing sales and service. So 3 friends of mine and myself were at dinner one evening, and at the very beginning I noticed that the waitress had not given us our wine choices that evening. So I asked if they had a wine book to take a look at, and she said, no problem. And when she came back and gave it to me, I said, incidentally, the next time a customer asks if he could take a look at the wine book or something like that, why don't you use the words, it would be my pleasure, or absolutely, or positively, or I'll get that right to you. But what you gave me was no problem. No is a negative word, problem's a negative word, so you're double dipping in negativity. So how about this? For the rest of the evening, let's try and not use the words no problem because it's just not as good for you or for the restaurant, and it probably negatively impacts you from a tip standpoint and from a job security standpoint. And I do this for a living, which is teaching sales and service, so I think I know what I'm talking about. All right? And so she took it in good stride and went on. Now, I turned to my buddies and I said, so with all of that lecture that I just gave her, how many of you guys think that she's going to have any issue with no problem? And they said, oh no, I think she's cured for us, at least for the evening. And I said, well, within about 3 or 4 minutes, she'll blow it up again. So she came back and I asked a question, and the immediate response, no problem. And the guys started laughing, and I looked at her and I said, look at that, you did it again. So how about trying to improve on it? She goes away. I turned to the guys and I said, so I'm willing to bet that she can't make it through the evening without saying no problem. In fact, I'm going to tell you within the next 10 minutes she's going to do it. And I'll put my money where my mouth is. I'll bet you $25. Anybody want to take me up? All 3 took me up on the bet. They bet that she wouldn't say no problem within the next 5 minutes, and in less than 3 minutes she was back again with no problem. Here is the message for today. What are your salespeople and what are you as a salesperson saying in words and communication to your customers that could be tainting the deal? No problem. We hear it a lot out there, and it's not something that's moving you in the right direction from a selling standpoint. Little things add up. This one's a little one from Jack Daly.